Presentive, deductive, and inductive approach to language learning. The pedagogical tendencies which have characterized second and foreign language teaching have been profuse and varied. The idea of how to teach a foreign language affects not just teaching development, but also its results. There are many circumstances and factors which determine or modify the teaching process, but a good theoretical body is fundamental in order to moderate every factor and to achieve the general goal. The very distinct and opposing instructional approaches are inductive and deductive. Both approaches can offer certain advantages, but the biggest difference is the role of the teacher. In a deductive classroom, the teacher conducts lessons by introducing and explaining concepts to students.
Conversely, inductive instruction is a much more student-centered approach and makes use of a strategy known as noticing. Let's take a closer look at the differences between inductive and deductive instruction and find out how noticing can be used in the language classroom to better facilitate students' learning. An inductive approach to teaching language starts with examples and asks learners to find rules. It can be compared with a deductive approach that starts by giving learners rules, then examples, and then practice. Example: learners listen to a conversation that includes examples of use of the third conditional. The teacher checks that the students understand the meaning of its use through checking learners' comprehension of the listening text, and only after this focuses on the form, using the examples from the text to elicit rules about the form, its use, and its pronunciation. In the classroom, inductive approaches to presenting new languages are commonly found in course books and form part of a general strategy to engage learners in what they learn. Some learners may need introduction to inductive approaches since they may be more familiar and feel more comfortable with a deductive approach. On the other hand, a deductive approach to teaching language starts by giving learners rules, then examples, and then practice. It is a teacher-centered approach to presenting new content. This is compared with an inductive approach, which starts with examples and asks learners to find rules, and hence is more learner-centered. Example: the form and use of the third conditional is explained to learners. Then they have a gap-fill exercise to complete, then prepare their own examples. In the classroom, the deductive approach may be suitable with lower levels learners who need a clear form which to begin with a new language item, or with learners who are accustomed to a more traditional approach and so who lack the training to find rules themselves.
Created using Powtoon.